without. Come shoot within. You'll not see nothing like the mighty Schenn. Come pass without. Come shoot within. You'll not see nothing like the mighty Schenn. Everybody in Enterprise is on the edge of their seats. Blew it down 2-1. It's late, and no one wants to see him get beat. Everybody's in despair. Every little boy. But when Schenn the forward scores, everybody's gonna jump for joy. Come pass with that. Come shoot with it. You'll not see nothing like the mighty Schenn. We started with the Perron, but everybody knows. We traded him away because he sucks and blows. Defense stifled me, causing such a muck. But when Schenn the forward gets there, you know he's gonna steal the puck. Come pass without, come pass within. You'll not see nothing like the mighty Schenn. Come pass without, come shoot within. You'll not see nothing like the mighty Schenn. The hitting is hard and the game is fast. He just signed a big contract with a whole lot of cash. The cup is all we wanted. That is what we cheered. O'Reilly, Quinn, Schenn, and Boone, right brought it here. Come pass without, come shoot within. You'll not see nothing like the mighty Schenn. Come pass without, come shoot within. You'll not see nothing like the mighty Schenn. Come pass without, come shoot within. You'll not see nothing like the mighty Schenn. Come pass without, come shoot within. You'll not see nothing like the BlueNote Fan Report from the Y Blues Fan on YouTube. Aloha!
And that was a new opening. I figured since the Blues are in a bad shape, it was time to bring out the mighty Schenn. Hello, everybody. My name is Guy. I'm the Hawaii Blues fan, and I have given Ashley Slapshot Jones a headache. Ashley, how you doing today?
I'm good. We really got to work on those parodies to be more like a upbeat tune, like, you know, something that you would want to pump people up with.
Yeah.
Yours tend to be more of the older, slow, kind of not really.
Yeah, but it wasn't that bad.
It was not your worst.
Which one was the worst then?
Oh, Huso's definitely your worst.
Oh, Huso. Well, that's an upbeat tune, though. So, hey, I want to welcome from the Hockey Hound website, Hockey Hound. This is Anthony. Anthony, welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report.
Thank you so much. How are you?
Oh, we're good. We're good. Are you you pumped up for today's game?
Oh yeah, I'm excited. The Bluejackets they're doing pretty good right now, so I'm hoping they can keep it going here.
Yeah, I think they were 5-0-1 in their last 6.
Yeah, they've won 5 of their last 6. I mean, they've been playing lights out, you know, compared to previous seasons, so they look like a whole new team this year. They're looking pretty good.
Well, I thought they looked pretty good in the preseason. Even they were looking pretty sharp.
Yeah, they you know, what I was worried about was all these young guys they got coming in. Mm-hmm. But I mean, they got Voracek. They have Boone, their new, you know, who's their new captain. Who they just have a lot of hockey smarts in there, and they're molding them up pretty good, pretty good.
That's awesome. Well, how are you guys playing without Laine?
I mean, offensively wise, they've been, you know, moving pretty quick. The lines that Larson has them on right now, the Texier, Robinson line, real fast. They're real quick. And that first line, the Nyquist, Jenner, and Bjorkstrand, those are their pretty much like their puck possession guys. They get them in the offensive zone, and then their other guys come in and kind of clean it up. But so far, I mean, without Line, I think they've been doing good. So when Line comes back, which I'm not sure if that's tonight or not, I didn't read on that or not. I read
No,
earlier.
he's scratched from whatever I saw. But
yeah, I saw nothing on an injury list, so I didn't know if he was coming back tonight or not.
Yeah, on Twitter it looked like him, and there was two more, but I didn't know who they were. I'm still learning the other teams, so bear with me.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was unsure. I mean, I seen there's 3 or 4 out for St. Louis, including James Neal and I think Perron's day-to-day still.
Yes.
So,
yeah, Perron is out tonight, so that did come by. But the only ones I knew was Neal and Perron. I didn't know of anybody else out there. Ashley, you had said something. Oh, Costin,
out.
Yeah, Costin.
Yeah.
So the Blues could have a very interesting lineup tonight.
Yes, because there's also a player that they're going to make at a game time decision, so we might be 8 defensemen, 10 forwards.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, but I mean, Wallman can play forward, and Bortuzzo has, so I mean, it's doable. It's not ideal, but it's doable.
Yeah, that's just that. Well, I'll be honest, I'd like to see Wallman at forward.
He did pretty well. I think we've seen it 3 times last season, and he did all right. He's got the speed to be a forward.
So you have the Blue Jackets have Harrington, Carlson, and Danforth scratched.
Yep.
Line, Bernstrom, and Kwan out.
Yep.
The Blues are showing Wallman and Joshua scratched, with Neal and Costin out for upper bodies. But we do know that Perron will not skate tonight, so I could see Joshua coming back in unless he's hurt or not there. That could be the thing. He could not be there yet.
Mm-hmm. I thought I saw Joshua in there, but it could have been something I haven't seen yet.
Wendy's saying he missed Bobquist. I'm not sure who that is, buddy.
Adam Boquist.
Oh, okay.
He's one of our young defensemen. He's been
that was part of that trade, right? With
we traded him and Seth Jones. Seth Jones went to Chicago. Boquist came to us. He's a pretty quick offensive defenseman. He's pretty solid. I mean, I've been liking him for a young guy so far. So he's had, I think he had one the other night. And then he had one against, I think it was Winnipeg. That was a really nice one. He gets real close in there in those seams by the goalie, and he's not scared to throw him in there. So he's been doing pretty good.
Who's playing goal for you guys tonight? Is it Elvis?
No, not tonight. Tonight we have Corpusalo. He's in for Elvis. So
okay, so you have Corpusalo, and I think we have Husso.
We do have Husso.
Yeah.
They just announced the lineup guy.
Okay.
Luke Korik has Schenn, O'Reilly, Kyrou as line 1, Buchnevich, Thomas, Tarasenko line 2, Saad, Sundqvist, Barbashev for line 3, Joshua, Bozak, Bortuzzo on the 4th line, and then we have Krug and Falk, Mikkola and Parayko, Scandella and Perunovich. I can't believe they moved Parayko down to the 2nd line.
Oh, well, I mean, it's time. Mm-hmm. I don't mind those lines. So Wallman's still out then.
Wallman is still out, so Bortuzzo is playing forward.
That'll be interesting. I don't think he'll see a lot of time. I think, and the only thing that concerns me is the how tired they were against Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Well,
right,
they have 4th line. They have 4 lines that they can run, so they shouldn't be as tired. But I don't know how much they're going to use that 4th line.
Right. So this is actually when Columbus first came into the league, they were in the West. They were in the Blues division, if I remember correctly. Right, they were in the Central Division when we had when we had the 3 divisions. Right, I think it was Chicago, Detroit, Minnesota, Columbus, and Dallas, if I remember right. Does that sound about right?
I think so.
You're correct. Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking about this. We have been in it. Last year was the first year 50 years we were not in a division with Dallas. Right? Because, well, they were originally the Minnesota North Stars when they moved. So they came into the league with St. Louis. So
Right.
they were the only team that had never changed divisions since we'd been in the league, that had always been in our division. Interesting play tonight. Oh, so here they're showing it. They're not showing Bortuzzo as the.
I was just going with what Luke Cork had
they're
tweeted a
showing
minute
Dakota
ago.
and Bozak. So I could see Bortuzzo coming up. It's just him not showing him. But yeah, they've got the same thing that you put out, except they're not showing a 12th forward. So I'm sure that's going to be there. Minnesota wasn't in the Central before Detroit and Columbus was in the division. Okay, I was wrong. I knew it was close. And Wendy says he'd still be cheering for Boki. Sports on the fourth line. No, this is going to be an interesting game tonight. Columbus and St. Louis have history. It's good history. It's not bad history. So that's the thing. It's pretty good history. They don't have playoff history. I don't think they've ever played in the playoffs. Am I right or wrong on that one?
I don't think they have.
St. Louis?
Yeah.
Not that I can remember.
Yeah, I mean, you have to go way back. I don't think that they played.
Yeah.
But I do remember. So for me, when I first started this 3 years ago, one of the games that the first time that I ever did any video editing was right after Columbus beat the Blues 7-3. Right, I almost thought about playing that video, but I was like, nah, I think I'll just stick with the mighty Schenn because we could use him tonight. Right, I hope I didn't burn your ears too bad with that, Anthony.
No, I was fine.
Right. What is the special teams for Columbus look like? St. Louis, I mean, when it comes to the power play, they have the number 2 power play in the league. They're right around middle of the pack, 15-16 for the penalty kill. But the last game, they didn't give up any, scored one and didn't give up any on the penalty kill. So what is it? What is Columbus's special teams?
Well, compared to last season, a lot better than what we have been. Like you said, the Blues being up there with, they're second place in the power play with a 30.4. Columbus is pretty far back at a 19.6. Their power play it's decent. I still feel like they're doing a lot of dump and chase though, and that's their problem is they dump and chase and then they can't get anything set up. But like I said before, with them being young and having Voracek out there, he kind of sets them up pretty well when he's out there with that team. He's a big team guy, so he sets up those shooters pretty well. They just aren't connecting as much, and I think going back to what you said earlier with Line A being out, I think when he's back in, I think that power play is going to go up a lot more.
So the other thing that I'm interested in or curious in is their penalty kill. With the Blues,
it's phenomenal. It's actually tied with the Blues right now.
So they're at what, in the 80 range?
Yeah, 83.6 right now, and you guys are right with us at 83. So pretty solid.
So 5-on-5 then is what this game's going to come down to.
It's absolutely, and it's going to come down to the goalies. I mean, if you can protect your goalie, it's going to be a pretty long fight, is what I think. I made some predictions earlier in the day. Being somewhat biased for my team, obviously, because we've been on such a good run. I was thinking it was going to maybe be a 1-point game, maybe 3-2, 2-1 maybe. But, without Merzlikins being out there with them, I think it may be a different kind of, Larson will probably play him a little differently in front of Korpisalo than what he does in front of Merzlikins because he's been just phenomenal so far. So
are you guys using a 1-1A for the goalie, or is it a 1 and a 2?
I think it's a 1-1, yeah.
1-1, okay. So
Yeah.
they're taking turns? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's been looking like. But I'm thinking they're also running on that streak. Like when he's on fire, they keep him in. But I mean, he's played two pretty deep. I mean, he faced a lot of shots last night. He faced what, 40? I can't remember what I had down here, 46 maybe, or 40, 42. I mean, that's a lot, for them to, you know, face and still win. So he blocked a lot of shots. But,
So
I
was
mean,
that Marlikins or
Merce
Corpusalo?
Leakins, yeah. Yeah, Merce Leakins, yeah.
So you guys won 4-2 over Vancouver last night, right?
Correct, yep.
And that was at home?
At home, yep.
So you're traveling, and we are traveling too because we were in Chicago last night.
Yeah, we start our 4-game stretch tonight.
We have an interesting stretch coming up. Our next 7 games are all going to be against Eastern Conference teams, right? Has Columbus had a good amount of games against the West yet?
I mean, for what I've seen, it looks like a little bit of both. I mean, they've been playing. I think they're starting actually to hit their Western teams now. I think most of their games have been over on the Eastern side, playing, the Red Wings, and I mean, they have played a couple of Canadian teams, so I think it's been kind of split. I haven't looked at the schedule recently to see how far we're going, but I think it's been a little bit of half and half so far.
So Ryan Green wants to know, what are your thoughts on Liane from when he was brought in to what he is now in Columbus?
Well, when he was brought in with that trade with Pierre-Luc Dubois, I mean, obviously he's a goal scorer, so they thought he was going to come in and pretty much be the guy, the go-to guy. Which, honestly, I kind of thought the same thing because they needed a goal scorer last season. They weren't scoring a lot of goals, 1-2 goals a game. But from then till now, I think he's matured a lot more. I think he feels a lot more comfortable under Larson now, the new head coach. And I think he's definitely fitting in well. I think he's doing a lot better. And hopefully when he comes back and he's got his legs and he can become a threat again, because we've been having some good shooters so far. We've been putting up, I think we've been averaging almost 4 goals a game. So if he comes back in and he can be on fire, I mean, assuming that they would probably take off either Igor Chinnikov, I don't think they'd take out Sillinger, or it'd probably be Chinnikov. They'd pull for him, but it all depends. They're going to have to rework those lines again because they've been running them same lines recently because it's been working. But back to your question, I think he's changed a lot. He's matured, and I think he likes where he's at.
Yeah. The other thing that I noticed in the last 6 games, 4.22 goals a game. Right. I mean that's showing some solid numbers there. Does this game scare you at all, or do you come into this one thinking that this is one that you guys should win?
Honestly, I think it's going to be one of our tougher games. I mean, some people think, because the Blues have lost a couple games recently. They're thinking, okay, they're on a rough streak right now, and Columbus is just going to, sweep right through them. But I don't see it that way. I see it as, the Blues, they're here to win just as much as everybody else. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're third in their division right now in the Central, so they want to stay up there. So I'm thinking this is going to be, a punch-on-punch game all the way through. I don't think it's going to be an easy win for Columbus.
He's asking, is Kiwi's number officially retired?
No, they put up a banner. I went opening night. Back in October, they hung his 80 banner up above the right where both teams sit at the bench, and I'm pretty sure that's just going to be there just for this season. I think they're going to bring it back down at the end of the season.
Didn't they also put his number behind the goal also?
For the opening night, yes, it's not there now, but they did that as a tribute opening night because Kiwi's family was there as well. They did a tribute to him. That's why Elvis wore the number 80 as well. It was kind of like a that night thing, but I'm pretty sure that banner will come down at the end of the season.
Yeah, and also there was some controversy. Hockey fans sometimes can really be pretty. I don't even know what the right word is, but there were, I forget which stadium it was, but they were yelling something like "Don't play with fireworks" or something. Did
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Do you remember who was that? Who was that? What stadium was that
That
in?
was I want to say that was against Dallas, I think.
Yeah,
Um,
I could
and
see
there was
that.
a fan. There was a fan right by the tunnel that yelled at Merzlikins and said, "Watch out for fireworks" or "Don't play with fireworks." Yeah, something along that.
Something along
Um,
those lines. Yeah.
all the fans you know, they get there and they're trying to get in the opposing team's head. Stuff like that isn't really necessary. I mean, especially someone who lost their life.
Yeah.
We're all here for hockey. I'm here with everyone. I have my teams I dislike, but you don't want to see anyone lose their life, especially if they meant a lot to a team. Um, but yeah, some of the fans say some wild things. After going to some games and stuff, you'd be
Oh
surprised.
yeah, I know. I've heard it too.
Yeah.
I used to when at the Chicago game, I screamed at Patrick Kane, "Hey Patrick, my brother's single." You know.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
no. What I said was he's single and he's easy.
Oh
Which
boy.
team is your biggest rivalry?
Are you asking me for
Yeah,
Columbus?
for Columbus.
That's a tough one. I mean, obviously, it's kind of going to be, an easy one. I'm going to say Tampa, just because
Tampa.
we had that huge rivalry in the playoffs, fighting them year after year. Eliminating them 4-0 the one year when they won the President's Trophy for that season.
Yeah.
But there's always people who have that huge rivalry. I hear a lot about Pittsburgh. A lot of people there do not like Pittsburgh, and that's an Ohio thing too.
Yeah.
With the Browns and the Steelers, I agree as well. But as for hockey, I mean, I'm going to say, Tampa, no doubt, is what I think.
I was thinking Detroit a little bit. I mean, because they've been in the same division, and then they both went to.
I think Guy froze.
Yeah, he did.
But he was going to say Detroit because they were in the same division. But I can totally see the Tampa. I mean, just having that playoff rivalry would totally make.
So I mean, I kind of.
Still frozen.
I think
Oh,
I'm
there we
back.
go. There we go.
Sorry about that.
You're fine.
Yeah, the internet's kind of going in and out on me. Thomas Mariner. Thomas, welcome. I haven't seen you for a while. I think the Blues play better tonight and start a gel again and start go gel again after getting all of the guys back from injury. Well, I mean, as soon as you get them back, you're starting to put them on. But to me, Neal really hasn't lived up to
No,
the
he
preseason
hasn't.
expectations.
He
Yeah, I
hasn't.
agree.
But I mean, when you add it up, you get Neal out, you get Perron out, you get Costin out, and then we have this issue with not having enough forwards that we're putting Bortuzzo up. So yeah, we're going back into the injury bug.
Yeah, I mean that's normal. I mean, it happens again. Mariner, we lost a couple again. I'm not sure what Shockley's saying there.
We're frozen
Oh, no.
again.
Oh no.
Well, I'm really excited about this game. I saw the preseason game against these two clubs. I'm pretty sure Columbus beat us
Where
then,
we at?
but
Thomas, am I back?
I
You're
think
back.
so.
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, yeah. My internet's sitting like with no line. So Costin has an undisclosed injury. We don't know what that is right now.
They're just saying upper body.
Upper body. Yeah. So I don't know. I'd actually thought Costin was going to be one of the guys that really like shined against the Blackhawks, but then again he didn't even play in the game, so that kind of shocked me a little bit. What is your expectations of the first period? What do you think Anthony's going to happen tonight?
I think they're going to have to come out and stay in their offensive zone. The problem they had the other night is they can't get set up in the offensive zone, and it trickles on them and trickles on them and trickles on them, and they get that slow start, and then you notice towards the end it's like they get their legs. I think what they need to do tonight is they need to come out firing, guns blazing, A lot of shots on net. They didn't have any shots on net the other night, and it shows. Because that team gets ahead, you're not getting any shots out. But I think they need to come out swinging, and I think they need to just stay consistent, stay in front of Corpusalo. Not saying he needs it, but just need to really guard their goaltender because I think St. Louis is going to come out fired up tonight. Is what I think.
Hey, real quick, Anthony, Thomas wants to know what you think of the Ohio State-Michigan game.
Oh, I had a feeling something was going to come up about that. I being an Ohio State fan, of course it's biased, but I think Michigan, they beat us fair and square. It's their first in 11 years.
Been a while.
So I mean, we'll give it to them. They definitely deserve it. I mean, they played really well. Ohio State did not look like the team they've looked like recently, especially after Michigan State, the week prior. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm a salty fan about it, but I'm a good sport. So,
yeah, right. Well, that's how rivalry week goes. For me, my rivalry week is actually next week. Right? Army Navy. That's the only college football game I watch all year long. I'm a Navy vet. So that's it. Army Navy, that's all I watch, and I take that kind of seriously. For a couple of years I didn't get to watch it. I was working on that Saturday, so we'll see. The O'Reilly line is who's the O'Reilly line again?
It's going to be Schenn and I thought it was
Bushnevich, right?
Yeah.
Schenn and Bushnevich.
No, it's Schenn and Kyrou.
Schenn and Kyrou, okay. What do you think? What are your expectations today there, Ashley?
I'm just hoping because we are a little patchy with our lineup tonight, that they just go out and play hockey, like simple hockey, bring it back to basics. Don't be fancy, just simple passes.
For me, it comes down to one thing and one thing only: cycle the puck. Mm-hmm. If they get in there and the Blues start cycling the puck, game over. Game over. Blues score at will. If they don't, if they try and do a track meet or they try and do the dump and chase and do things like that, Columbus has goal scorers, right? Domi can still put the puck in when he needs to. They have guys that can get it. Now, they have played well in front of Husso, so that continue. Where's Schenn? What's Schenn going to do? Chris Lambert, where would the mighty Schenn be?
He's on the line with O'Reilly and Kyrou.
Yeah, so, it's all, I think, and if you're going to use that many, defensemen, that's where the cycle will help keep your lines from tiring out. Mm-hmm. Right? And that's, and really, I said it the other night, the Blues are actually one of the better teams cycling the puck, and they don't do it. I don't get it. I don't get it, how you can be that good at something and then not do it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Am I wrong, Anthony? Or
No, I completely agree. I agree. It's all about the flow. I mean, if you can't get that rhythm going and you can't get all the guys firing, then you can't really get a game going. They gotta keep it consistent and just keep the guys going. I think I agree with you.
Right, and not only that. See, there's one thing that for me, when you get a good puck cycle, really get it moving, and you get everybody involved, that's when the game comes to you. Right?
Absolutely.
It because you're now controlling. You're actually making the goalie have to figure out which side to go to. You're getting him moving around left and right. You're making the defense shift. And not only that, if you can do it when it's in your zone, where you can actually get a change while you're cycling, I plain and simple. The Blues cycle the puck, game over. They don't cycle the puck. This one goes to OT in my eyes. Ashley, what's your prediction?
This one, I'm just hoping the Blues come out and we'll go period to period and they score real fast. If they don't, if they fall behind, they're going to have a hard time digging themselves out.
Oh, I agree with that. What do you think, Anthony?
I'm going to go with my original prediction. I'm going to say it's a 1-point game. We'll say 3-2 Columbus.
3-2 Columbus. For me, it comes down to who's going to want it more, and I actually think Columbus may want it more. However, the Blues at home have been a good, solid team, and with Husso in net for the most part, they have protected him very, very well. So, with that being said, I'm going to go Blues 4-2 with an empty netter. Right? Hey, Anthony, we also do intermission shows. Would you be willing to come on the intermissions?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right,
Awesome.
we do. I do intermissions and I do a post game. So I'll send you the link the same way. You'll get the link way ahead of when it's coming up. So just once the game goes in intermission, you'll see it. You can come up. I play a little intro, and then we'll be able to go.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, hey, everybody, Anthony, let everybody know where they can find you at.
You can follow me on Twitter at ColumbusKing18. You'll find all my posts and recent blogs I'll be posting, so you can find me there.
I kind of put it up this way so your whole thing will be there. Well, hey, Anthony, man, you and Hockey Hound, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you coming on the show and enjoying this and joining us and talking with us tonight. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed the show.
I appreciate it. I look forward to coming back. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you at the intermission. Hey, everybody, this is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, for Ashley Slapshot Jones and our buddy Anthony from the Hockey Hound, saying aloha, mahalo, and we'll see you at the intermission port. Let's go Blues!
Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
And now I'm being buttons.